I'd get rid of Youngs and Faz.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I would as well.
That's biased given a name. I mean, I'm not gonna.
I have to keep that. Yeah.
What we're going to do today is we are going to choose the best 9-10 pairing in the Guinness Men's Six Nations in the last 10 years. So I'm going to give us some options. So I'm not going to make you have to do that. So we'll do one from each country.
This is going to be tough.
Okay, well, should we do it in chronological order first? Greg Laidlaw, Finn Russell. What are our thoughts there? Do you reckon those could maybe be in the top 3, that pairing?
I think it's tough because, well, you look at Finn Russell, after these 10, he's got a claim to almost be right at the top of all of the 10s. And that's no shade to Greg Laidlaw, but I think if you look at an overall 9 or 10 pairing, I think he's probably carrying the pairing a bit. I love Greg Laidlaw, but I think they're on that edge of top 3 for me, I think, on the edge.
I wonder if Finn Russell would be the player he is today without Greg Laidlaw, because he's even said himself about how Greg Laidlaw would sort of calm him down, especially in those early days, to make him a bit more cool, calm and collected. So we may not have seen the Finn Russell that we see these days without him. So
true, and that's one quality player I think we saw on the weekend. But yeah.
I tell you what, we'll move on to the next pair now. So we're going to go over to Ireland. So we got Conor Murray and Johnny Sexton. I mean, for me, these guys have got to be sort of pushing the top.
And you go through the stats and the achievements. They tick every box. You're talking Grand Slams. They've got the numbers to back it up. And when you think of, especially with a question like this, you've got to think, how do you tell the story of the Six Nations? Well, Murray and Sexton, to me, is one of the most iconic duos you can have there, 100%.
Yeah, they were very much a part of that golden generation of Ireland teams. Now, they actually played together 64 times, which is a very high number. They were also 2 times for the Lions as well. They played together. So they've also got that other accolade.
100%. And with all those games played together, that creates a huge connection between them. And that thing that you can just look at each other, you already know what you're thinking and you just do it. And so, yeah, it's got to be, I mean, we'll see about the other ones as well, but it's a tough one, yeah.
Yeah,
for sure.
And I mean, Sexton's not just a legend of Irish rugby. I think he'll probably be a legend of rugby for many years to come. Yeah. So I'd imagine they're going to creep into our top 3. Okay, next step, we've got Dupont and Jalabert. Now, this is an interesting one because before not that long ago, you'd probably say Entomac might have been the pairing with Dupont, but Jalabert's really gelling pretty well with him this Guinness Six Nations, isn't he?
Oh, he's been incredible, and I think it's incredible. And like I said, when you have 2 creative players like that and 2 at so high levels in their position, it's to pair them together when they make it work. It's incredible to see, isn't it? Yeah,
it's just incredible, and it sounds like all of them are going to be in the top 3 in this ranking. So it's tougher to see which one is better than the other one.
Would you say the pairing of Dupont and Jalabert is more impressive than the pairing of Dupont and Entomac?
This is a nightmare trying to answer it. I think it speaks to how not only how good the French depth is, but how good Antoine Dupont is. That no matter who you're plugging in that 10 jersey, he can make it work with just about anyone.
Okay, well, next up, we're heading across to Wales. So we've got Mike Phillips and Dan Biggar. Now, their career only overlaps sort of towards the end. They actually only played 10 times together. Although what I would just say, I did find this quote, speaking of Conor Murray, when we're talking about Ireland, Mike Phillips sort of famously tongue-in-cheek said about Murray that he was the poor man's Mike Phillips.
Well, I think out of any player who've got this, I think one of the best social media accounts is Mike Phillips. It's absolutely brilliant. I was on Instagram the other day and I'd seen there's an edit of Mike Phillips and of course he was commenting on it and he tagged Anton Dupont and said, thoughts on this? And Dupont was saying, hey, you've got to stand out from the crowd. And to me, I've got a great love for Mike Phillips and we've got some history of him back home and stuff, but brilliant player and really, a one-of-one player and one-of-one character as well. And like I said, big one of the most iconic 10s we've had. And, look, we're trying to find the next big in this Wales squad at the moment. It's proven a bit of a tough task, but two top quality players to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Great players. As you said, they didn't play together for that long. So if we're just trying to judge exactly, the best, the best pairing, then obviously we can't compare it to the rest of it. Like maybe if had they played longer together, then you're like we can actually judge it better. But incredible players, 100%. I just wonder if had they played longer, for longer together, then maybe we could have seen like some more stuff coming out of that.
Yeah.
So.
Sorry, Mike, I hate to say it, but you were tailing off towards the end of your career.
Oh, come on. You'll be commenting on this now, yeah.
Please comment, Mike. But what we do love to see with the scrum half is just someone who's a little bit cheeky. And He definitely was, wasn't it? Okay, next up, we're going to go for Youngs and Faz. What are we thinking on that one? Are they competing to be a top pairing?
As much as I hate to say it as a Welshman, but they've caused me some trouble in the last few years when they were playing. But to me, it's Youngs, Faz, and then you've also got to have Ford in there to mention, because you're looking back at some of those Grand Slam teams, and I think in the last 10 years, I believe it's 3 Six Nations, it's 3 or 4. So they've got the accolades there to put a real case. So I think they're definitely in top 3 contention when we're talking about it.
Yeah. Okay, so last up, we're coming over to Italy, so you can kick things off. We're going to go for Garbisi and Vani.
Yeah.
Big fan?
Big fan, yeah. I mean, yeah, I used to play with Paolo, so I know.
Oh, there we go.
Well. Yeah, no. So I remember when he first played, I was like, all of us, all our mates were like, just obviously, with no stuck to the telly, going like, please come on. And definitely. I mean, he's a great player, and Vani as well. So I think they're a great pairing. And I mean, from what I've seen over the past, we've seen what I've been doing. They've been doing a great job, I think, and he's starting from loads of games from 5 years ago, and then even this year. Well, we've seen it last week in Rome. I was there, and I think they've been doing an incredible job. So even I mean, obviously I'm biased, but again, I would personally put them in the top 3, but that's just because I'm Italian. But yeah,
you're gonna be claiming top 1 now.
Maybe.
Have you got any? If you've known Garbisi then since you were younger, have you got any little bit of intel you can give us? Some goss?
I don't know what you want me to say.
It's deepest, darkest secrets. That's what we want to have it.
The one thing that we've always said is that he's just a great guy. Like he's one of the smartest guys you'll ever meet. Kind. He's obviously funny. I guess suppose for girls, he's good looking.
I was going to say, if he's single, get this on his dating profile.
Yeah. We've always said
that's a great wingman.
No, a great wingman. I mean, all of them, we've always said that. He's one of the best guys you'll ever meet as a mate, honestly. And he's an incredible player, so like, what more do you want?
Okay, right. Do you know what I think I might do? Should we do process of elimination, guys?
Okay.
So who's on the chopping block? Who are we going to get rid of first?
Sorry, buddy. I think there's sort of and these are all quality pairings, but when you're looking at what they achieved, I think there's an upper half and a lower half out of these 6. And to me, I think, like I say, if we're doing individuals, Finn Russell would be at the top of the 10 pairing, but I think maybe Laidlaw and Russell would be out of the top 3 for me. And then
Phillips, Biggar?
Yeah, I think more so, and like I say, 2 incredible individual players, but I think if you're judging it just purely off a pairing, maybe not as much. Maybe like you say, like Gareth Davies, maybe some more game time with and Biggar. I'd say maybe they'd be out of it just from a pairing standpoint. And then
I get rid of Youngs and Faz.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I would as well.
Oh, that's bias coming in here. I mean, I'm not gonna.
I have to keep that. Yeah.
People only watching this saying how have made it fast.
Yeah, that is actually quite true.
Yeah. I'd say if
well, then in that case, then does that mean we've just gone straight in with our top 2?
Yeah, and well, to me, I think the separator, it's almost, you can kind of, if we're looking at the last 10 years, you can kind of split it BD and AD, before Dupont and after Dupont. I think we'd cut Garbisi and Vani.
Sorry,
it's top 3. Top 3.
So what are we thinking then, top 3?
I think for me, it would be, top 3 would be Youngs, and then if you want to say Farrell or Ford, whoever you want to pair with them, just purely off, if you're looking at it from a numbers point of view, and like I say, Grand Slam, Six Nations, this top 3 then is the real separator when you're getting into the real individual, high quality, high accolade players. I'd personally go Youngs and maybe Farrell and Ford at 3, Murray and Sexton 2, and then Dupont and Jalabert won.
Ben, not going to disagree. Obviously, Dupont is the go. However, it comes back to that thing that we were saying about Youngs of is it Farrell or is it Ford? Then we're also questioning who are we pairing with Dupont? And if the question is who is the greatest pair, 9-10 pair, Connor Murray and Sexton are just like an established, well-known duo.
So you like, of course, with Sexton and Murray, like we kind of grew up with that as well. I was trying to think every time I turn the TV on, I'd be like, oh, right.
Yeah.
So that's also, in a way, I would put them at the top, but at the same time, because historically maybe they played together for longer, and you're like, they're more established, they had that connection. But then again, Dupont and Jalabert, you're like...
So much
I was going to say, this is going to be like an hour versus going back and forth, isn't it? Close your eyes and you think of that Irish 10 jersey, you think of Johnny Sexton. Same with the 9 jersey, you think of Conor Murray. But I do feel like, you know, we're doing the last 10 years. If we look at the next 10 years, I think we are going to be thinking, you know, how iconic Dupont has been in that 9 jersey. And then whoever stakes their claim over it, Jalabert on Damac, I think they are going to be some of the most iconic players in the history of the Six Nations.
And I suppose if you look at these past 2 games, the synergy between Jalabert and Dupont is so obvious. So, I mean, yes, okay, we are not maybe thinking of them as like the iconic French pairing, but if they carry on going this way, I think it could be.
Yeah, that's true. So out of potential, should we say that they're number 1?
I'd like to say the number one. Some Irish people are definitely furiously typing right now.
Out of potential, maybe in the next 10 years we'll see how we can compare them.
Feel free, tell us how wrong we are.
Yeah,
like all of our dad's generations just being like,
so
who are these fools? So the final vote goes to Dupont and Jalabert. And if you agree or disagree with us, then please don't be shy to comment below.